You got Smite 2 data mining for Cupid. Is this? I think it's just Cupid abilities, right? Or maybe there's more. We're gonna check. We are gonna check. Yo, what are they doing to Soul, bro? They really want you guys to buy skins, huh? Okay, that Awilix skin looks dope. There's an Awilix skin, but no Awilix in the game in the first 50. What? It's kind of weird. All right. Oh, they're calling talents aspects now. They are calling them aspects. Are any of these new? So no, none of that's new. None of the Aladdin shit's new. God release Siegel's not new. Thor's not new. Poseidon's not new. Cupid. Passive. Hitting a basic attack grants a stack or 2 stacks if the target is an enemy god. Heart Bomb. Share the love and Fields of Love. Always consume up to 8 stacks when used, granting them additional damage, healing, and bonus effects. Ability 1. Fire and Arrow of Love, dealing 50 to 170, 80% strength, 55% int scaling, physical damage to the first enemy hit, and slowing them. After 3 seconds, it's a normal Heart Bomb, right? It doubles the damage. So you're looking at 370 or 340 base with, you know, I don't know if I'd call this 135% scaling, but you know, with big scaling. If you have 8 stacks of Love Struck, all enemies in the explosion area are stunned. That's new, right? Cupid's was never an AoE stun, right? Or was it? No, it was. I'm trolling. I'm thinking of when it wasn't fucking stacked. Yeah. Okay. Deals additional damage to minions. That's the same. Slow is 20%. So this is unchanged. Lob an explosive bomb at a location that detonates after 0.75 seconds, dealing 80 to 280 with 65 strength, 35 int scaling. So this is, you know, Danza 2. When the bomb explodes, 3 hearts spawn around the detonation location, healing for 25 to 125, 10% int, and restoring 30 mana with 5% int scaling. So 10% int scaling healing. So say you somehow went full int ability Cupid. You're looking at this heart bomb healing for like 225. There's 3 of them, so maybe healing for 600 or 700. That could be fucking crazy. If you have 8 stacks of low strike, the hearts also provide a temporary strength and intel buff. The hearts last for 8 seconds. When you're an ally pick up the heart, gain a stack of love strikes. You get a stack back. If an ally picks up the heart, you heal for 60% of the value. So if you go full int and you heal for, it's probably not gonna be. Yeah, this is probably gonna be like 225, right? Maybe a little less. Say 200. You're gonna heal for fucking 120 on yourself when they pick it up. So it's slightly better. I mean, I already know this healing. I think they already put in Smite 1, right? But the potential for int scaling makes this semi-interesting. Ability 3, dash forward quickly, leaving behind a trail that increases all allies' attack and movement speed. You gain double the attack speed while on the trail and retain it for 4 seconds after leaving. The attack speed buff only scales with attack speed from items. The attack speed buff only scales with attack speed from items. So wait, the attack speed buff scales from your other attack speed, but we don't know how much it scales? Or is this up to 20% if you have attack speed items? I'm confused. So this is like slightly different, new scaling different, but pretty much the same. Fire a volley of arrows in an area, slowing and crippling all enemies inside. The arrows grow for 2 seconds before exploding, dealing 200 to 510 base, 75% int, physical damage, and mesmerizing all enemies in the area. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, buddy! Oh, whoa, ho, 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 whoa, ho, ho, whoa, whoa, ho, ho, whoa. What? No, this isn't even support Cupid. You just have potential to heal the fuck out of your team. So you're maybe looking at a 500 heal chunk from that ult if you drop a good ult and your team's in it. Not better ESET ult. ESET ult is scary. This is gonna be super impactful based on when and how you use it and who actually gets to use it, or if you pre-call you're dropping it. What's the 1 second stun? If you have 8 stacks, enemies are stunned instead of mezzed? Yo! They made Cupid ult good! What the fuck? Now the thing with this is, I bet you don't go an int build. Because the int items for auto attack suck and you don't have... I don't think you're gonna consistently hit this, I'd assume. Maybe. It's 0.75. Nah, I feel like you're not gonna consistently hit this. Maybe you will. But like a full int build, like say you have 800 int, right? Like that's full build, whatever. This is hitting for 340 plus 110% int. So I guess this could hit for over 1,000 with procs. Like you have Soul Gem, Soul Reaver, whatever. Maybe you're seeing int build just take over. Maybe like a Braggies. Fucking see, Braggies is low int though. I feel like you don't want to go Braggies. And even Bracer, like the stats are fine on Bracer, but then you're playing around auto attacks more. I don't know. This could be interesting though. I have a feeling we just see regular Cupid, like AA regular Cupid, because all the AA items are OP again, and you have hasten and all that shit, and then you just get secondary healing and everything. So your base healing on the 2, or sorry, on the 3. Wait, the 2. Yeah, the 2. What's the base healing? 125 for each. So you're still healing for like 400, which isn't bad, even with no imp build. This Cupid ult is crazy. No, this Cupid ult, assuming it's fucking huge like every other ability in Smite 2, Cupid ult is nasty. The slow cripple combo into a stun if you have stack. You basically have to really pay attention to your hearts though. You have to pay attention to your hearts. Because remember, what the fuck is it? So you don't get your 1 stun when you ult here, right? Because I'm assuming it consumes them. It doesn't say it consumes them though. Like it has to, right? But you could get a fat AoE stun instead of getting your heart bomb to stun out of it. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And I'm wondering how much strength and intel you're giving. In the passive, it says it consumes. Oh yeah, always consume up to 8 stacks. Wait, does it say? It doesn't say he only has 8 stacks anywhere, right? Maybe they give Cupid more than 8 stacks. I doubt it, but that could be fucking crazy. If you could ult and 1 with getting the extra procs, that could go wild. Or even like an ult into a guaranteed 2 combo. That's probably your best bet. You ult, you 2 on top of them. This explodes. When this explodes, they get fucking boom boppered, and then you hit them with a heart bomb. Cupid might be really fun, man. I hate his model. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna miss his old model, but Cupid might be busted. That's crazy. I didn't think they'd make Cupid fun, and I'm excited to play him. We get Cupid in the next one, right? Cupid, Thor, and Poseidon. We're about to have 3 awesome drops next fucking patch, which I think is, when is that? What's today? Is it a week from today? Is it the 26th, 27th? New Cupid model. Let's see. It's not a bad model. I'm gonna be honest. Like he looks good. I'm just gonna miss Fathead Cupid. But this I think is, I guess, more fitting in some way, shape, or form. Post Cupid with Mirrodin, bro. Fuck Thor double hammer. Cupid double 1. Yo, you're cooked if you get double heart bomb by Cupid. That shit with a full imp build is doing 1,000+ damage. You're gonna get 1 shot. Oh, bro, I'm excited now. I want to play Cupid. Yo, can we get the flash test or something, or like a PTS? We're gonna check out this and go from here. There you go.
Now that we've just done that huge strength pass and ADC item pass, we want to make sure that ADC.
I don't really care too much about them covering this stuff. Jingwei's getting nerf on her 1. Sobek's getting increased cooldown on his charge prey. Wow. Zeus nerf again. Oh, this patch. No. This patch note just went out. That's a patch from yesterday.
Increasing the attack speed, some additional balance
as well. Once you start to look at him in game and be able to turn him around, all that good stuff, is that he's had a model update. So he has a modified look to kind of get him up to the more modern standards of what belongs in Smite 2. So he's got some adjustments to his cape and his armor.
I like his abilities,
the
like the graphics for his abilities.
Nice and new and shiny. Very exciting stuff across the board in terms of the visuals. And of course, you guys can see
that. Why does his wall look huge?
As well for his wall.
Is his wall not gigantic?
Let's actually talk about the gameplay, because of course the visuals are nice. They're awesome. But I know that the meat and potatoes here will be about.
His wall looks gigantic.
The first thing I want to talk about is just a small quality of life change to Tectonic Rift, which is his 2. Thor is now able to cancel Tectonic Rift by refiring the ability. Yippee! I know we asked for this for a long time.
I got an error message.
Thor is able to cancel this ability. This was definitely a much harder thing to do in Smite 1, but now that
his wall just looks thick, like much wider.
Very, very nice.
Bro.
Maybe I should stop firing the 2 so.
It might have to do with some firing of the abilities back to back. So just nice and easy there, and then we'll probably be good. But yeah, this gives players a lot more control over the player blocking wall, similar to gods like Ymir and Anhur. And then we've also got a brand new passive mechanic, which is called Thunderstruck.
There we go.
So essentially, this is just an update on top of Warrior's Madness. Warrior's Madness will still stay. That's anytime you're near a god, you still get that.
I don't want to hear them talk. I want to visually see everything.
Barrage. You can have it for up to 9 seconds.
All right, so his ult's the exact same.
So Thor's level and his strength. So he is going to be a strength guy, pretty much through and through. So your strength will make those AoEs do a lot.
Bro, for Thor being the face of your game, This is
power
underwhelming. What about?
Yes, that's super cool.
I thought Thor would have one
essentially
part of his
most- yeah,
kit that
you
just
can see
felt
that there's a lot
very
of sound updates
nice,
as well.
like
I know
very,
that the- has had
very
really big
clean.
improvement on the sound. It kind of really
What's up,
does
Kobo?
kind of echoing, crashing thunder coming through.
His hammer looks like it travels
It's so
slow
nice
as
to
fuck.
actually be able to feel the impact when you're landing down from
Is
the
that just
other side.
me?
It's
It looked like his one is moving slow.
In Smite, just as a whole, it's going up and slamming back down. So across the board, just humongous.
Yeah, they're finally getting in Thor. Nah, dude, his one is traveling slow as balls.
Flares. And then the gameplay should also be feeling nice and new as well. Hopefully a couple
Interesting.
nice
I swear that one is moving slower than Smite
across
1.
the board. I'm loving.
Look at how slow it
We've
goes.
been waiting for Thor since Alpha Weekends.
I know.
All right, well, at least we're getting Thor, but that's pretty underwhelming. I thought we would
Aggro.
get something nice.
Whole about Longbeard, Shortbeard. This is going to be Longbeard Poseidon.
The
is
wall
our
looks
default
huge.
Guy. But he's gotten a couple of touch-ups across the board. As you guys saw, he got.
It might travel farther.
really
I mean, it just looks like it moves slower either way. Like just visually going out and in,
I
it
don't
just
know
looks
what
like it's
the
going
exact
slow.
is, but it gets like cast onto the low poly model to get those details kind of etched in, which feels really nice and clean. And updated water is always a blessing. On top of the updated Kraken, the visuals are better than ever. And that's just kind of covering it on the visual side of things. But let's talk gameplay. The majority of his gameplay is revolving around Trident as an ability. So Trident is now a basic attack cancel. So any of you guys that love to do your quick basic attack cancels,
Yeah, his 2 and Smite 1 always felt kind of shit to pop in the middle of a fight. It felt really good to pre-pop.
But that's the
Like almost like pre-pop it, blink, auto, one, auto.
+1 here, which is that if you use Tidal Surge, which is his one, while Trident is active, triple the waves.
Oh, I didn't know the little ones would push back too.
You love to see a little bit of extra, just water coming through.
I see him shotgun it.
Situations where you need to knock back, or you are, let's say, like you're fatalising up to someone, and you want to kind of like shotgun blast the knockbacks. That also feels great. You're also kind of doing.
All right, maybe the shotgun damage is just worth.
Boosting up.
Very
the
minor change. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Poseidon, have in terms of wave. I think it was earlier this year, and then what kind of Poseidon, which is but slight ADC, but across the board.
His whirlpool looks slow.
And but I do have a big spoiler.
Crazy is I think Cupid's the best.
Cupid, of course, and brand new effects as well across the board for Cupid.
Yeah, Cupid has like the crazier changes out of everybody.
Cupid's voice pack is going to stay the same. It is unmodified, same exact voice pack, same exact Cupid, and you'll know him as soon as you hear him.
Yes.
A lot of the iconic sounds have also.
They should have changed his voice back. It doesn't match.
There's a lot of new stuff.
A lot of things that have changed with Cupid.
All right. Well, I think we should go to the passive first, shall we?
Yeah,
nice
let's do it.
fancy passive meter.
Oh, it is double stack. I was right. It's 16 hearts.
Here is.
I was fucking right, dude. We were reading the data mining yesterday or whatever it was, and I'm like, it doesn't say it caps at 8, so that means there's probably more. And if there's more, this is strong as fuck.
You are now able to consume it with your AO2 Share the Love. But before we get there, let's talk
That's
about
crazy.
why that happens. You also got a nice new visual. Visuals are
I
still
even
a
noticed that, yeah.
work in progress across the board here. So we've been having a lot of discussions on how to make these feel really, really good and really like core to Cupid, especially because he's gotten these, really heavy visual changes to him across the board. And I mean, look at those animations. Like it feels like Cupid,
It's great.
but it feels like he belongs in Smite
Right?
with everybody else. And he just feels really, really still similar to
Right.
OG
He's
Cupid
going to sit
in
at
terms
the
of vibes,
grown-up
but
table next week for Thanksgiving, you know?
he will be at the grown-up table now, for sure. But let's talk about, I guess let's just show off the one, since that's one of the ones that has been relatively
Oh, like it traveled kind of slow too. Why does a lot of this stuff look like it's traveling slow?
Start to get a little crazy. Cupid is a hybrid strength int scaler. He's got some int scaling in his kit. The first thing that we should talk about with this too is the fact that it now deals damage. And you go, Lermy, what do you mean it deals damage? There is a small circle that spawns whenever you use this ability. And in that area,
I think you're gonna run in Cupid, bro. Your one should be able to hit for over 1,000, and you could just go mirrored and double
a
one.
heart grenade, yeah, you could say, that explodes into the 3 hearts. And you might also notice those hearts.
And if you do that with 16 hearts, you double stun them. Like they're just stunned
essentially to allow
forever.
you to be able to maneuver around with it in a couple of different new ways. So
You get Smite 2 keys from watching the stream.
Players really like the
Their
ability
drops.
to stack up their hearts on walls to be able to get really big heals at the same time. So we wanted to kind of
Unless they take them away again.
try this new formation of them to kind of let you, number one, put it in front of you at max range and be able to walk into it almost instantly. So if you are just like straight up walking,
Dude, the hearts should not be
range,
spaced like that.
To basically walk into that 2 right away, which is really nice.
I don't like the hearts
Other
being
thing that you
spaced.
can do is that if you kind of see how they're aligned, you can choose either to go to the center heart, to the left one, or the right one, and dash through those to pick them up essentially right next to each other. So kind of giving you the ability to do the heart tech without being so specifically worried about stacking them up. So
Cupid's gonna be good. I have a feeling this motherfucker's gonna be good.
Damage, orientation has changed. Not only that, the heal for Cupid scales
That 2 instant pops. I want to see him throw the 2 as damage.
Kind of reason that the passive is consumed on this ability, and that's because when you consume the passive, not only are you doing the increased damage, the increased healing that has, but you are also granting your teammates a buff dependent on your strength. And on a strength, you give your team a big strength buff. If you're building on an int, you're giving your team a big int buff. But again, this is only on the enhanced version of the AO2 and not on the regular version. So you get some extra fun buffs to share with your team. Wanted to make him a little bit more supporty angle without really pushing him into the tanky support. You can kind of still have Cupid play as this more like, what's the word that I want to use? Kind of like buffer, essentially, is what he does across the board. So that is his 2 in a nutshell. As it now deals damage in the circle, he throws out a little...
Bro, he's buffing himself.
It explodes into the hearts that you know and love, and still heals you, still mana restores you, still does all that stuff. And then, of course, if you have that enhanced passive, you are then also able to give buffs. On top of that, though, the AO3 now provides attack speed on the barrier, so, or I guess the trail, I guess is the thing I should say. The trail, when you're standing on it, you grant attack speed to your team. You also still have an attack speed buff, so you, after using the ability, get attack speed for 6 seconds. The trail lasts for 6 seconds.
A lot of attack speed.
On the trail, you gain double the attack speed.
That seems like a lot of attack speed.
Supportive ideas coming to Cupid as a hunter. Finally, the last...
Movement speed too, right? Yeah, it is.
His ultimate, of course, still very big, circle, explodey, very cool, very fun. But now, all allies that are inside it get healed.
Hold on, let me see. Can I switch team? And
should be able to.
Here, change team. Boom. There we go.
So his heal is a little bit nerfed on his 2. It does have scaling, of course, but yeah, this will do a burst
with no
heal
items.
Teammates.
He needs to build all in items right now so I can see the healing and the damage. Because I think it's like 500 healing within.
Have an increased efficacy of a stun now during the upgraded passive portion. So if it's enhanced with a passive, you are
healing is too strong in Smite 2. I don't understand why they want it to be strong off the rip, but hopefully there's a strategy.
The meds wasn't super useful in a lot of situations, so Cupid will get a stun now instead.
Yeah, if you have 8 hearts on your ult proc, it stuns instead of mezzes, which is broken.
Quite a bit in terms of making him feel like he has a lot of useful tools, which is nice. We wanted to give Cupid players kind of that same familiar style of gameplay, but improve
that one stun AoE stun range looks bigger.
Kind of have that more support
for clear,
and also be useful in carry as well. So that was a lot of things.
A lot of things.
There are a lot of things with Cupid. I guess to TLDR you, passive stacks 16 times. AO1 pretty much the same. AO2 now does damage. And it does consume the passive, so you get increased heal, increased damage.
The combos either you throw it to and buff yourself,
by the passive,
and then you ult
that scales with
and don't get a 1 stun, or you just ult 1 stun and throw the 2 for extra damage.
On the trail, the ultimate now heals allies.
Yeah, if you're in, no, the 3 doesn't give passive attack speed. It gives attack speed when you use it.
TLDR.
And then if you're in it, it doubles the attack speed. And the attack speed scales, but off of the attack speed items you have.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely keeping an eye on him because we know it's a lot of new features. We felt like
I don't know. We'll see how good he is as an AA god and as an int god, because both are probably going to be strong.
Character. I mean, he's one of the first characters that a lot of people played because he was so cheap in Smite 1 in terms of favor cost, and he's also just a really recognizable god. Like everybody knows Cupid.
Who doesn't know?
Cupid? So we want to make sure that he's a really exciting god for a lot of those new players that are looking for someone.
The thing is, his ult counters blink. It counters combat blink. So you're either gonna see beads from a god, like, you know, AoE team beads need to be able to be used on Cupid ult, or people are gonna have to start going different actives.
And hopefully a lot more skill expression as well with Cupid now that he's got even more things to aim. Even
Cupid support will probably not be great, but I mean, you could probably do it.
In scaling on his heal different ways that you can play Cupid, whether you're playing full strength, full int, full cooldown, full attack speed, full crit. You can do any of those things and still have some level of efficacy in that.
Yeah, Heavenly, old Heavenly would have been a counter to Cupid ult too, but yeah, it's not gonna be the game.
Certainly, the flexibility is what makes this character so incredibly cool.
Yeah.
What up, Shawaz? You're Cupid, man? You
Thor,
filthy,
Cupid,
filthy
and
fucking
Poseidon
gamer.
background.
I've been saying Cupid, as soon as I saw the data mining, he was gonna be more nuts than Thor and
Shall
Poseidon.
we look at Ascension Path
Thor
stuff?
visually, like watching, like on paper, underwhelming as fuck,
know.
bro.
The cave looks so good.
Extremely underwhelming.
What the hell?
I expected more from your
Yes,
face.
and try out Thor.
Face of the game, God. Thor looks unchanged, and he'll probably be good, but not in a fun way. Unless there's something I'm missing, which is possible. Yeah, I mean, his wall looks like it's huge now for blocking people in, which will be a quality of life change for low-level players, make it easier for them to block with the wall. Tuesday's patch. Yeah, we got Tuesday patch into Thanksgiving, man. Shit's crazy. Can't change much on Thor without a rekit. That's complete bullshit. Complete bullshit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. You don't need to change. You need to add. You need to enhance. Like, I don't know. If you teleport to hammer, the distance you teleport gives you bonus damage for a second or two. After your 3, you gain attack speed or something. Or after the ult, your abilities do something different rather than just a little dinky chain lightning. Like, they do silence, or they fucking link people together with chain lightning so they can't separate for a few seconds. They can do crazy shit. Yeah, ability to throw his 1 while in his 3. Quality of life change. Ability for him to walk over his own wall, or to hammer throw on his wall and run along the wall. That would be crazy.